spoke to him numerous times. So we're leading and going to Rome, where we'll be attending the funeral of Pope Francis. Some of you are going to go. Anybody going? And it's going to be very interesting. We're going to meet with a lot of the foreign leaders. They want to meet. Trade deals are going very well. I think Russia and Ukraine, I think they're coming along, we hope. Very fragile. And Iran, I think, is going very well. We'll see what happens. We're working on plenty of things that shouldn't be worked on because none of this stuff should have happened. This should have been taken place by Biden. It should have been fixed by Biden, but he couldn't do it, nor could he come close to doing. So anyway, we're going to Rome to pay our respects, and we'll be leaving that same day. We'll be coming back home tomorrow night. And I'll see some of you over there. Otherwise, I'll see you on television.
Meeting this morning. You said you spoke with President Xi. Have you spoken to him since the tariffs? When did you last?
I don't want to comment on that, but I've spoken to him many times. Yeah. From Japan. From Japan, I'm getting along very well with Japan. We're very close to a deal.
Will you be meeting with the President?
I'll be meeting with the Italian. Yes. Your Prime Minister?
No, with President Zelensky.
Oh, it's possible.
How would you the First Lady remember Pope Francis, sir? How would you the First
Very well. Good man. He loved the world, actually, and he was just a good man. I met him twice. I thought he was a fantastic kind of a guy.
Time magazine that President Xi called you. When did that happen, and what did you discuss?
I'll let you know at the appropriate time. Let's see if we can make a deal.
The Witkoff-Putin meeting. Any updates on the Witkoff-Putin meeting, sir? The meeting right now. What do you hope to see transpire?
They're meeting with Putin right now as we speak. And we have a lot of things going on. And I think in the end, we're going to end up with a lot of good deals, including tariff deals and trade deals. We're going to make our country rich, but we're going to try and get out of war so that we can save 5,000 people a week. And that's what my aim is. I want to save 5,000 young men. They happen to be mostly Ukrainian, Russian. 5,000 young Ukrainian and Russian men, and that's a big honor if I can do it. I think we're pretty close. No deadline. I just want to do it as fast as possible. What?
12 states are sued over your tariff plan. What do you say to those who voted for you?
I think the tariff plan is doing very well. We're resetting the table. We're going to make our country very rich, very, very rich. It's already happening. Thank you very much.
Okay, kind of a lightning round, huh, Dana?
Yep.
Tariffs there at the end going very well. Witkoff meeting with Putin right now. Japan close to a deal. Spoken to Xi several times, but perhaps not specifically about tariffs. A little bit gray, I would say, right there. And potential for some leaders, some meetings with leaders in Vatican City.
I was just thinking about 8 months ago when President Biden would try to take questions outside of well, the helicopters whirring, and you couldn't understand him. And President Trump is so accessible. And one of the things I like that he does is he knows that we can't hear necessarily the reporter's questions, so he incorporates the question into his answer. It's very clever and very helpful so that those sound bites can stand alone. A lot on the line here as he gets ready to go. I thought it was interesting when asked if he would be meeting with President Zelensky while he is in Italy for the Pope's funeral, and he said it's possible.